Hey, Oliver Thomas.
Friends, enemies, and internet losers, I have returned. And welcome to Hey Dumbass. We're going to start off today with a word. It might be a new word for some of you. Might not be, but that's neither here nor there. If you've never heard this word before, don't worry about feeling stupid, because it's not that common a word. And we're all here to learn anyway. So, the word is misanthrope. And according to James Augustus Henry Murray and the boys over at the Oxford English Dictionary, a misanthrope is a person who hates humankind. Doesn't care much for humans. Now, what, you say, does all this have to do with anything? Well, nothing really. But misanthropes have been with us for a while. A good example be Mr. Jonathan Swift, the author of Gulliver's Travels. Now, some of you may think of or remember Gulliver's Travels as being a cute little children's fantasy. It is actually, well, it is that, but it was written as a cutting piece of satire from a person who was really taking a run at men and our ways. And I did actually mean to say men there because, unfortunately, in those times, women didn't figure too much into the equations of society, which is nice to see that now they do. But you're familiar with his trip to Lilliput, where everybody was really, really small. But, well, actually 6 inches, so about that high. He also went to Brobdingnag, I think that's how you say it, where everybody was 60 feet tall, and he was the small one. He went to Laputa, which was an island floating in the clouds, and he voyaged to the land of the Houyhnhnms. It's actually spelt a lot different than that, but apparently it's pronounced Houyhnhnms. And the Yahoos. The Houyhnhnms being very cultured and civilized horse-like things, and the Yahoos being men who ran around covered in their own shit. Now, when it comes to misanthropes in the literary world, possibly my bar-none favorite would have to be Mr. William S. Burroughs. This is like a collection, selected readings. It's the William S. Burroughs Reader. Fascinating stuff, and he said he was a great writer, interesting guy, but through his reading, none too fond of humans in general. So, misanthropes. Why do we bother with misanthropes? Well, a lot of people, well, it has been written, and I tend to agree, from both study and personal experience, that misanthropes often despair about their own humanity, and therefore, I mean, either through feelings of jealousy or inadequacy or something to that effect, about their inability to change things sometimes, and that is where their misanthropy comes from, misanthropy. Now, what does this have to do with Hey Dumbass and YouTube? One word: haters. Now, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the concept of the hater. They usually prey on the popular people, which is probably why it hasn't happened to me yet. But there's also a difference. I mean, there's people who disagree, and there's people who are disagreeable. Like, for instance, I got a response on the blog to the first Hey Dumbass video about the wording of the Bible. And it's actually somebody I've known for quite some time and quite enjoy speaking with. But she said that because I did not believe in God, I knew no concept of right or wrong. Now, I disagree, but then again, she was disagreeing with me, and I would not consider that to be a hater thing. I mean, the haters are these masked, fuck you, move to Iraq types, who just relentlessly go after people. Now, I think that, if you're a whistleblower and you find out that the cigarette company you're working for is selling cigarettes to 2-year-olds, have at her, you work in the government and it turns out your boss has a predilection for child pornography, that's another thing. But just going after, like here on YouTube or just the web in general, going after people just for the sake of going after them, that, I think, is what defines the hater. Now, I also think that the hater is much like the bully in the playground, just wants friends. So they see a site that is popular or has a following, and they try to latch on to that site. But rather than do it, you see it sometimes. You'll go through your comments box and it'd be somebody who's just got a new site. Hi, love your videos. Please come check out mine. I mean, some people call that spam. I don't. I think it's just trying to get people to come see your site. I mean, that's the whole point of YouTube. But when you get the haters who just feel that they have nothing to offer, and they write just horrible, ridiculous, and obscene things, and get people's sites taken down, and all the other crap, and you go to their sites and it's like 0 videos, 0 subscribers. It's like, they're just trying to fuck up the system because they really are inadequate in some way, or at least they feel inadequate in some way, and feel the need to exist on YouTube that way. It's sad, but there you go. So let me know what you think. You can write it down here, or you can check out the link to the blog. And that is Haters. And that is Hey Dumbass for this time around. So, hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.
For more information about the sources and materials quoted in Hey Dumbass, please visit the Hey Dumbass blog at dumbassblog.spaces.live.com.